Hello, I hope you are fine. Let's start our topic 1.5, which is multiplicative inverse of a matrix. This is the subtopic of this topic 1.5, determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. Let A is equals to A, B, C, D be a 2 by 2 square matrix. The determinant of A denoted by determinant A or A determinant is defined as A determinant is equals to determinant of this matrix A, which is equals to A into D minus B into C. We multiply the diagonal entries and then subtract them, and the final answer is determinant of A. For example, let B is equals to 1 1 minus 2 3, and we want to find the determinant of B, so we write it as determinant of B is equals to determinant B, which is equals to determinant of B, this matrix, and we multiply the diagonal entries 1 into 3 minus 2 into 1 and then subtract them, and the answer is 5, which is the determinant of B. Similarly, if M is equals to 2 6 1 3, then determinant of M is equals to, this is the sign of determinant basically. So we multiply the diagonal entries 2 into 3 minus 6 into 1. 2 into 3 is equals to 6 minus 6 into 1 minus 6. 6 minus 6 is equals to 0. Singular and non-singular matrix. A square matrix is called singular if the determinant of A is equals to 0. Determinant of A is equals to 0. For example, A is equals to 1 2 0 0 is a singular matrix because determinant of A is equals to 1 into 0, which is 0, minus 0 into 2, which is also 0. So the determinant of A is equals to 0. Similarly, a non-singular matrix. A square matrix A is called non-singular if the determinant of A is not equal to 0. As we check in this case, and B, determinant of B is equals to 5. This is also non-zero, so this is non-singular matrix. For example, A is equals to 1 1 0 2 is non-singular because we find the determinant is non-zero. Each square matrix with real entries is either singular or non-singular. One of them must hold. Adjoint of a matrix. Adjoint of a square matrix A is obtained by interchanging the diagonal entries and changing the sign of the other entries. For example, we denote the adjoint of A is as adjoint A. Adjoint A is equals to this. We interchange the diagonal entries and change the sign of other entries. AD minus C minus B. This is the adjoint of matrix. I hope you are getting my point. These are the examples of adjoint A. We change the diagonal entries and the signs of other entries. Like B is equals to 2 minus 4. We change the position of 2 and minus 4 and the sign of 3 and minus 1. Similarly, multiplicative inverse of a non-singular matrix. Always remember, we can find inverse of a matrix only if it is non-singular. We can't find inverse of a singular matrix. Let A and B be two non-singular square matrices of same order, then A and B are said to be multiplicative inverse of each other if we multiply them and then get the answer identity matrix. The inverse of A is denoted by A inverse, and we can write it as A into A inverse is equals to A inverse into A is equals to identity matrix. Inverse of matrix is possible only if matrix is non-singular. Inverse of a matrix using adjoint. Let M is equals to A, B, C, D be a square matrix. We want to find the inverse of matrix. Then this is the formula of inverse of a matrix, and this formula holds only if M is non-singular. M is equals to A, B, C, D. Determinant of M is equals to AD minus BC, which is non-zero. We can find the inverse of M as adjoint M over determinant of M. For example, A is equals to 2, 1, minus 1, minus 3. Then we first check the determinant of A. If it is non-singular only, then we can find inverse. Otherwise, we can't find inverse of any matrix. So let's check its determinant, which is 2 into minus 3 minus 1 into 1, which is equals to minus 5, which is not equals to 0. So we can find its inverse. Also adjoint A is equals to minus 3, 2, changing the position of diagonal entries and the sign of rest of the entries. Minus 3, 2, 1, minus 1, and divided by minus 5, which is determinant of A. We multiply this value with each entry of the matrix, and in this way we find the inverse of A. To check it is the right inverse of A, we multiply A with A inverse. A into A inverse, multiply it first row first column plus first row second column. We multiply A into A inverse, first row into first column, first row into second column, second row into first column, and second row into second column. So we find the answer is 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, which is identity matrix. So A inverse is the inverse of A because the answer is identity matrix. Verification of AB inverse is equals to B inverse into A inverse. So let A is equals to 3, 1, minus 1, 0, B is equals to 0, minus 1, 3, 2. We first find the determinant of A and B, and if they are non-zero, then we can find the inverse of A and B as well. Therefore, A and B are invertible. Invertible means their inverse exists. To verify the laws of inverse of product, take A into B. We multiply A with B, and this is the final answer of AB. Then we find the determinant of AB. If this determinant is not equals to 0, only then we can find the inverse of AB. As we have checked here, determinant of AB is equals to 3 into 1 minus 1 into 0, which is equals to 3 and not equals to 0. So we can find the inverse of AB. AB inverse is equals to adjoint A over determinant. This is adjoint of AB. We change the position of diagonal entries and then sign of rest of the entries. This is AB inverse. Similarly, we find B inverse, A inverse, because the determinant of A and B is non-zero. B inverse is equals to adjoint B over determinant of B, and A inverse is equals to adjoint of A over determinant of A, and then we multiply them, B inverse into A inverse, and this is the answer. And we see this is equals to left hand side, so the law of inverse is verified. This is same as the law of transpose. We have already checked for transpose. AB transpose is equals to B transpose into A transpose. Similarly, for inverse, we have this law AB inverse is equals to B inverse into A inverse. We always write B inverse first and then A inverse. This is the law of inverse. And thank you.